Now let's see how fields are getting calculated. We'll click on this and we'll create calculated field and we'll name it as addition or double, double, and apply OK. Right, so when you click on this double, okay, edit, and here what we are going to do is we are going to take charges plus charges. So that's what I meant by double, and okay. So when this double comes, instead of sum of the number, we can take sum of the doubles. Automatically the values got doubled. Now we can again put up this thing into label, and yes, it is right, it shows the double. So by this what I meant is we can create or we can do any sort of calculations. We take divide by 2 of the complete addition because it goes with the mathematical notations, and yes, values on both the ends are same. It's 12,960 for tickets and 1,999. The same values are for this. Okay, now let's go forward and let's understand how to save this file. So let's say I want to save this file. We'll go to file, we save to public, Tableau public. We need to do sign in. What if we want to save it locally? We need to sign it in the Tableau public. So now when you want to save something, so you can just save it and it gets stored. Yes, so it gets stored with the name. You just need to provide your workbook name and it gets stored to Tableau public cloud server. It is not going to get stored on your local machine. It is going to store on your Tableau server. You want to open, you can have some open things as well. Now when I said it is not going to store in your local machine, it's not true. It do get stored. So it don't allow you. For that only you need to take a Tableau desktop, which will allow you to save your particular visualization into desktop. Now the thing is at this instant very clear that Tableau public don't allow you to save your Tableau on desktop, whereas desktops allows you. What do then this Tableau public do? We created an account. Once your account is clear, you can just ask to save it on Tableau public or save to Tableau public as. A new file needs to be saved. You can click it out. Okay. You can just change the name and you can just save out on the same file. Okay. Now let's say you want to open something from Tableau. So these are your files. Whatever files you create, whatever files you save, everything gets saved out over here. You can search out and you can check it out. Okay, so this is how you actually save all the files. Now let's just check out with other things as well. What if I want to import the Excel files, right? Now let's go back to data. When we click on this, we will be searching for Excel files, all files, then we'll be going for Excel files. But if you go and take CSV file instead of Excel files, then there is a problem. Okay, now what we can do in this is at desktop itself, we go over here, we do have this Excel file and we took it. It's the same file. Now it has only one sheet, so that's the reason only one sheet is being displayed out here. It has one file, it's showcased. It's the same data, but in the Excel format, not in CSV. Everything remains same. You can just go out to sheet 3 where your data is loaded. Now, when you see there are multiple data, right? There are two sheets now. One is Excel and one is XLS. So you can just select out from here whatever data you want to work, and things works fine, isn't it? Yes. Fair enough. Right. Starting journey tickets is being used. Now, what is this red marks indicating? That is indicating that these fields from the previous data set is being already is used, right? Okay, let's we got this point, right? How we can get into CSV and how we can work with multiple tables. Okay, let's go. Let's just remove this, delete, close. Okay, so this is closed now. We are back to this point. We have seen a lot of bars, a lot of line charts, and area square. And apart from that, we can go for pie charts. We can again go for maps. This is maps. Oh no, this is not maps. So to get into a geographical map, you need proper countries. You need to make that variable globally global for such cases. Where how you can do it, you can go for this rates and you can just select what it is exactly, right? So let's can try out the same thing. Countries, all right, okay. So we can go to back to our data, which is an XLS file. So instead of XLS file, we'll go to CSV. We'll add over your country, right? In this country, we'll add let's say Europe. Okay, we'll take few countries with Europe. Then we'll go with China. We can select good amount of China, and then we go for let's say Sri Lanka. We can go remaining one are selected as Sri Lanka. Control S, saved. We'll go back to Tableau and we'll go back to the data. We'll connect this thing with text file, importing CSV. Yes, the countries are added and done. And we move to sheet 3 where we do have, okay, we'll go with this data where we have this countries, and you can see the notation, right? This notation, isn't it? So what we can do is we can just select and drop it out, and with respect to what? With respect to charges in the map format. Okay, we need to put up this up and this down. Okay, now I guess we can see this China, a map of China, a map of Sri Lanka, right? Don't we? You see country wise. What are we missing over here is longitude, latitude, country, longitude and latitude with charges. No, it's not working. And then what we can do is, so this is how it looks, but it's not working, right? No, it's not. You need to select a map from here, not from there. Or you can select a map from here, not from there. And yes, if you do it, you get the countries which are associated are connected. Detailed, the country comes in details, the charge comes in details. China, Sri Lanka. Where's Europe then? Why we can't see Europe? Right, so what we need to do is we need to change the name of Europe. Instead of Europe, we'll go back. Yes, this rename analysis calculated field calculation one. Okay, it's need to be what we can do is